Vital Foundation is an exciting step in committing to fighting for the rights of women and fighting for the rights of children. And what I do know is that they're striving to form a multifaceted, dynamic organization in order to assist women and children in South Africa. George and Ada, thank you so much for being here. Ada, you're from Patch, and it's really heartbreaking to learn that most women and children are abused in spaces and places where they actually have a relationship with the people, and it's people that they know.
Yes, it's very sad that we have to think a child's house, for instance, has to be a safe place, but that it's not. Because most of our cases, we deal with cases of sexual abuse of children. Most of our referrals are from children who've been abused by fathers or grandfathers or uncles or mothers' boyfriends. So it's really the house structure or the home that's not safe. And if you look at domestic violence, for instance, as well, it's really in the house, and it's not just the mother, you know, that's suffering at the hands of the abuser. It's also the children who are witnesses to this abuse.
I hear the problem, and one wants to go one step further and say, how does Patch assist in giving support, and also how do we attack this problem?
We've got a 24-hour crisis service, so if a child, for instance, report a rape at a police station tonight, we will accompany them to the hospital for their medical examination. They'll be provided with medication to prevent HIV, STDs and pregnancy. Then they'll also be referred for an assessment with us and for therapy. And if their case goes to court, we'll also focus on preparing them for court so that they can testify against their perpetrator.
Well, other solutions and support that's out there is, of course, something that I'm excited about, the Vital Foundation. I want to know, George, why and how is Vital Health Foods deciding to help and assist? There's help out there.
We've decided to help because as males and families, we're tired of watching the abuse of our mothers, our wives, our daughters. We cannot stand back anymore and watch the statistics pile up. We've actually got to a point now that we've said enough's enough. How can we actually help as a company? What can we do to stop this scourge? Not only in South Africa, and maybe we can roll it out. I mean, we've talked about UNICEF. A lot of different people around the world are tired of males abusing women and children.
This is a real issue. I can't steer away from the fact that it's about us and it's about people. What are the objectives of the Vital Foundation?
The objectives of the foundation are to create a fund where we can help people like Patch and other organizations, where we can give them finance. We're not caregivers as such, and we don't pertain to try to be caregivers. We will raise the funds for these organizations so they can apply to us, and we can help these good causes to hopefully stop the abuse of women and children, and also help change the culture of that it's okay to beat up people. It's not okay. It is wrong, and if we can help in any little way, that's what we're trying to do.
We're providing help with people and amazing foundations like the Vital Foundation. Ada, what are some of the challenges that you face at the NGO?
One of the challenges for our area, we work in the Helderberg area specifically, is that children don't report immediately. In terms of a health issue, it's very important that they report their rape within 72 hours so that they can be provided with the correct medication to help to prevent HIV, STDs and pregnancy. Also, if they report within 72 hours, we can also get DNA, which can be used in court, because usually the perpetrators isolate the child, and then it's only the child's word against the perpetrator, and then DNA evidence is really important in court. We know that children don't report easily because of the threats of the perpetrator. We really want to encourage children, though, to speak to someone, and if they've spoken to someone before and they weren't believed or nothing changed, that they would speak again until they get the help that they need.
Is what you do out there making an impact? Is it making a difference? Give me a success story.
Yes, it's definitely making a difference. There's on many levels there are success stories. Children are often very afraid to come and tell. And then you can see the relief on their faces once they've shared the secret and they can be safe. Also for the children who have testified, if you really think of a 4-year-old that goes to court and testify against the perpetrator. In a way, it's so cruel to expect that of them. But I really applaud all the children who have testified against their perpetrators. This year we've had many good sentences from the court, where perpetrators got 20 years and 18 years and 12 years. And that is due to children that stood up and said, I can't take the abuse anymore, I want to tell somebody, and parents supporting their children through the process. To me, those are the success stories.
Well, now we not just have the people standing up, we not just have our NGOs standing up, we've got a foundation that's also standing up. The Vital Foundation is here to help. I want to know, how can we join in? How can we help Vital Health Foods out there? How can we be part of this in making a difference?
That's actually the easy part, in the sense what Vital's doing is we're donating on the public's behalf R1 for every product that Vital Vitamins that is sold. So our public out in the general South Africa, if they buy a product, for every product that they buy, we'll donate to the foundation R1. So that's the easy way for them to involve, and it's also one of the ways that somebody that is abused, that can't actually, is in a situation that they can't maybe come out, they can help other people, that R1 makes a difference, that we can add that money into the coffers.
Well, this is exciting stuff, and it's great to know that there's help out there, not just our NGOs, but also our Vital Foundation that's assisting and definitely changing things as it stands. The campaign is definitely going to inspire and empower women in South Africa and literally become a voice so that we don't all have to be victims of abuse. If you want more details, you're welcome to go to our Expresso website and find out more about not just this cause, but also about the Vital Foundation.
The Vital Foundation takes action against women and child abuse. R1 from every Vital pack will be donated to organizations fighting abuse. Make a difference.